Obsolete Gaming TV.
Thank you very much. Yes, we're back at last, after 5 fallow months, welcoming you once more onto the breach, dear friends, for the best in video game entertainment. So, for tonight's first challenge, let's renew our acquaintance with the great man himself, the Games Master.
Greetings. How nice to join me once again. For this week's first challenge, I thought I'd test your nerve on Marble Madness. The object of the game is simply to guide a marble through a series of mazes. So get rolling and don't lose your marbles.
And attempting to control his balls on this challenge is Mark Hawkfield from... Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, and welcome to Games Master 2, The Second Coming. Each week we'll be ferrying challengers and other minions out here to our converted oil rig stroke holiday camp combination. Here they'll face rough seas, howling winds, and the verbose vernacular of the Games Master.
Greetings, and I'd like to take this opportunity formally to welcome you to the Games rig. In fact, as you can see, I've undergone something of a facelift since our last encounter. Please bear with me. If to begin with, I seem a little disconcerted by some aspects of my new environment. Good Lord. I must say, for my part, I'm thrilled to be back so that we can resume our little communions. Nothing beats a good grapple, so for my first challenge, I've opted for the unorthodox pugilism of Street Fighter II. The object of the game is to inflict terminal damage on your opponent in a best-of-3 fight contest. The dirtiest tactics tend to pay the greater dividends, so lots of unseemly conduct, please. Seconds out.
Well, we scoured the arcades trying to find the best 2 fighters on Street Fighter 2. So please welcome Henry Coleman Jr. and Peter Deitch. Welcome, Henry. Welcome, Peter. Right, now, I'll turn to you first of all. Henry, I know you two have had a couple of practices together. Who's been coming out on top?
Well, it's all like evenly matched, really. You can't really tell what the odds could be.
Right, so what character are you playing tonight?
I'll be choosing E. Honda.
Eddie Honda,
Yeah.
And why's that?
Because of his 100 hand slaps, sweeps, and close range to bear hugs, so I can drain his energy down.
Okay, then. Right, Peter, who are you playing to counter Eddie Honda?
I'm going to be Ken today.
Okay, what are we going to see from Ken
See
then?
dragon punches, sweeps, all types of moves, slams, everything.
If you'd like to take your places, we'll get ready to play. And helping me out in the commentary box is a street fighting expert, Nintendo Hotline's own Keith Pullen. Welcome, Keith.
Thanks a lot, Don. Good to be here.
God, thank you very much. Now, Keith, we've got Eddie Honda against Ken. What are some of the special moves for people who perhaps don't know the game at home?
Okay, E Honda has a 100-hand slap,
Right.
which is a series of very fast punches coming in a short amount of time.
And what about Ken? What's he
Ken, he has very aggressive low kicks.
got? Okay, we'll look out for those. Are our two competitors ready? Yep. Then off you go. So we have Henry Coleman Jr. as Eddie Honda, the fat sumo-looking bloke on the left. Peter Deitch as Ken.
Straight away,
That was the hurricane
kick
kick you were talking about. At the top of the screen, we can
comes
see
back there with a kick,
2
Honda.
energy bars.
Another hurricane kick.
When they reach the bottom, it's all over.
That's a 100-hand slap there. He's in the corner.
Oh, and he's
he comes
took
out
Ken
with a
right
special
down
move
to
there.
minimum energy. One more
Ken's
kick.
down.
Ken's down. Ken's lost the first bout. So Henry Coleman Jr. is 1 up. This is a best-of-3 challenge. So Peter Deitch must win this one to carry on.
Oh,
he tried
dragon punch there, but he missed.
but he was hitting empty air. Oh, lovely, like
That's a good
flying
move.
punch there. And he's got
E
another
Honda's
one.
stunned. In the
Lovely
corner,
low
stunned
kick.
there.
We can see Eddie Honda's energy in the top left-hand corner. It's going down a bit.
Oh, that's good.
I know Eddie's got a bit of a chip on his
Oh,
shoulder.
that's a
He
good
feels
flying
that
punch there.
Sumo's not a recognised sport.
I went for a special move, but it didn't come off.
Oh, he's got Eddie Honda's
E Honda
nearly
is down on energy. He needs
He's
to
not
do
letting
something
him out of
special
this
here.
corner. Oh,
he's
yes,
down.
leapt over him. Reverse punch, which means that Ken has levelled it 1-all. Okay then, let your final bout commence now. Okay, we see Sumo Fat Bloke on the
Okay,
left.
dragon punch
Took
straight
a
away.
dragon punch from Ken straight off.
Okay, E Honda's kicking the air there.
I think he's got the advantage with speed here, Ken.
He certainly has. He's a very
that's a
agile fighter. That's a
fireball.
special move. That's a fireball.
He managed to block it a little bit, but it's
Another
got
one.
a bit of
He
energy.
blocked it. And another one. Block that
Left
one.
himself open there, so you can see Eddie
Another
Honda's energy
dragon
bar on the
punch.
top left, running right out.
He's running right
Oh,
out.
100-hand slap, but it... Oh, lovely, he's pulled right back into this game
He's
now.
done. Can he finish
Eddie
him off
Honda,
here?
oh
He
my
might be
God,
able to
the
finish
reach on
him
the
off.
dead level, he's got him, he's
Has he done
shaking
it?
him, he's grabbing him, he's
He's done it.
And
Unbelievable.
Eddie Honda has done it. Ken falls to the floor, which
That's a
means
good
that
fight back.
Henry Coleman Jr. is tonight's winner. That was a brilliant start to the new series there. Let's go to you first. Peter, a really good comeback there from you. You were out of it in the first bout. Talk me through it.
Well, when the second bout, I kept on coming in with flying knees, cyclone punches, and a couple of sweeps, and actually thought I'd finish him off there.
OK, then let's go to our champion, Henry Coleman Jr. Now, Henry, what on earth were you doing at the end of it? It looked very rude.
Well, it's sort of like Eddie Honda's special finishing move, a bear hug. He just basically comes up to them, grabs them, then drains their energy, and I was counting on that for me to be the victor.
OK, well, because of that splendid shake and back action, Henry, you are the first winner of the new series of television's greatest prize. It's back, it's bold, it's the Games Master Golden Joystick. Let's give another round of applause for our two brilliant competitors tonight, Peter Deitch and Henry Coleman Jr. Now it's time for this week's reviews. Each week we pick a theme and lump together a few games to go under the proverbial cosh. Here's this week's batch. Tonight we take your grey cells for a gentle jog as we look at brain games. First up on the Mega Drive, the Simpsons marketing machine trundles along in Krusty's Super Funhouse.
Krusty's Super Funhouse is a brilliant game. It's got a unique combination of lemmings as well as a bit of platform to boot. You have to guide a load of rats into a trap, which may sound pretty dull, but because the levels are so massive, it keeps you going for ages.
I wanted to see more levels, and I was intrigued and inspired to try and solve the levels.
Although it's got very cartoon-style graphics, which you would think would aim at children, because of the size of the levels and the puzzles, it appealed to a very wide audience.
Next, block-building, clock-beating, fluffy creature-saving action on the Amiga, courtesy of Troddlers.
Troddlers on the Amiga at first seemed to me to be a Lemmings rip-off with a bad control system. But after I'd played it, I realised it was exactly that, a Lemmings rip-off with a bad control system.
The puzzles look a bit nicked from Krusty's. And the Troddlers just are nowhere near as cute as Lemmings. I'm sorry, they just don't work.
Troddlers is a very dated game. The graphics are very 80s and the gameplay is excruciatingly dull.
Now it's time for this week's new game section, and we open the series with the first TV shots of the most eagerly awaited sequel of all time, Sonic 2. Yes, he's back, and this time he's got a friend. The Green Hill Zone has suffered a mutant revamp, with the cheeky chappy bouncing off all kinds of angled springs and twisty walkways. In one-player mode, Sonic's newfound amigo Tails will help him collect those rings, while the split-screen option allows two players to compete in an orgy of hyperfast frolics to the finish. If you thought the Spring Yard Zone was bruising, feast your eyes on Casino World. And finally, it's disappearing Sonics and Tubes Ahoy in the polluted play area of the Chemical Plant Zone. This game is unfeasibly fast and looks set to slip into the slots of Sega owners everywhere. A somewhat mixed bag there, but never mind, tonight's celebrity has flown out to the resort, so let's go over to Games Master to see what task he'll be facing.
Hello again. It's time to don our raincoats for some gumshoe japery on Who Shot Johnny Rock. Tonight's challenger, turned detective, has 3 lives with which to survive shootouts in the pool hall and the casino in his attempt to foil the mafia hoodlums responsible for the death of Johnny Rock. Good luck. I'll be rooting for you.
And indulging in some sharpshooting skills tonight, we are very lucky to have one of the funniest men on television. Star of the music quiz, Whose Line Is It Anyway? S&M and That's Love. Please welcome Tony Slattery. Now, Tony, do you actually play video games?
No, I absolutely hate them.
Okay, well, all the more gentlemanly of you to come on. Now, this isn't so much a video game, Tony. This is more a way of life, this game. So we'd like you to play it in the style of a Prohibition Private Eye. Can you handle that?
Of course I can, yes, that goes without saying. Are you going to a wedding, by the way?
Perhaps afterwards, who knows, Tony? Maybe you and I, we never know, right. If you play your cards right. Okay, well, if you want to see if Tony plays his cards right on this game tonight, then join us after the break. Welcome back. We have Tony Slattery here tonight, and he's about to try his trigger finger out on the arcade game Johnny Rock. Now, with me also is Tim Boone, the main man from CVG Magazine. Welcome, Tim.
Hello, Dominic.
Now, Tim, any tips for Tony on this game? He says he doesn't like video games, so what advice can you give him?
He's definitely going to like this one. Basically, he's looking for 2 clues, one from the pool hall, one from the casino. This is basically Gangster Central. And what he has to do is look for these 2 clues by shooting everything bad and not shooting everybody good. Okay. What he's going to need for this is he's going to need quick wits, nerves of steel. He's going to need quite a bit of luck, and he needs to be good with the ladies. So I think he's the right man for the job.
Okay then, Tony, are you ready?
Yes, I am, thank you, Patricia.
Okay then, can you take your pistol out of your holster and begin the game?
You fast piece, all right, I will.
I walked into a room of sharks.
Say, bud, this is a private club.
I told them I was looking for months.
Yeah, well, I ain't looking for you. I'll store you in my cheeks till winter. Take care of him, boys.
Okay,
keep your eyes open at all times, and
so
there he's
his man to the left, and he's got him now.
Keep your eyes open. Don't let your guard down at all.
She's got a shot. Has it gone?
She's got him.
Oh, that's the first of Tony's 3 lives gone. He's got 2 more lives left.
He's on the slab. Surgeon claims another victim.
They're going to shoot me now.
Shoot.
There's the guy on the left again.
They're not going to get me this time.
No, he's next.
Watch the woman again. Yes, she says
she had the gun. He got her that
nice
time.
Nice one, Tony. And the guy at the back of the bar.
And the guy at the back, he's got him.
Oh, dear,
no, he didn't. He just stop a volley. Okay.
Okay, watch out, guy at the front.
Oh, he's got him.
Yeah. And here comes the woman
again. And he's got the woman.
She's gone. Watch the back, guy at the back. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's got him in rapid fire there.
Here we go.
The guy in the back corner,
again.
and he's got him in slow motion.
Yes. Now, watch the pram. Watch the pram because it's the killer dwarf.
Oh, no! Killer dwarf from the pits of Nazi hell. Tony dispatched him with relative ease there.
And he's now onto the casino. Some very bad people in here.
I showed him my 38.
Okay, Brad, but you don't never leave this place the way you came in.
There she was in the purple cape, Lockjaw Lil. She was the tight-lipped dame that I'd needed to talk to.
This is very, very dangerous place.
Oh,
they're all down at the table.
Now he's got
Join
to
the
watch
CMVG
here.
boys. Here he comes.
Someone at the back, yeah. Yep, he's got him. It's one down.
No,
Oh, no,
don't
doesn't
shoot
shoot her. He's got him. He's doing very well here,
Yeah,
Tim.
he's doing very well. Shoot him.
Oh, he's got him on the corner.
That's the one. And
He's
shoot
gonna
him.
watch. Oh, yes, he's got him. He's only got a couple
one
more.
more.
Oh,
Oh,
shot an innocent victim. He
and
shot
now we're
an
in the
innocent
Undertaker's.
girl.
Oh, dear, so close and yet so far.
So close. So, unfortunately, Tony's challenge tonight ends in failure. But round of applause for Tony. Well, bad luck, Tony, but, I mean, you were going so well. You only had about one or two more people to bump off, but you bumped off the wrong person.
I know. Well, I think success isn't everything. It was all these women in low-cut dresses appearing from nowhere. I mean, how am I meant to concentrate?
I completely understand. Now, unfortunately, Tony, you haven't won our special Golden Games Master joystick, but if I can patronise you for a second more and ask you, have you enjoyed yourself anyway?
I think the game is absolutely brilliant, and I'm not an aficionado, but I could well become addicted to that.
OK, that's only. Well, you've been a brilliant sport tonight. Round of applause, please, for tonight's special guest, Tony Slattery. Now, sometimes finger-pumping joystick power is not enough, and you need some help from an expert. Well, they don't come more intergalactic than ours, so let's take a trip to Games Master's Consultation Zone.
Hello, Games Master.
Welcome to my consultation area, up here on the helipad. How can I help you?
I can't find the Blue Switch Palace in Super Mario World. Can you tell me where it is?
Ah, that old chestnut. The Blue Switch Palace can only be reached from Forest of Illusion 2. There's a deceptively placed illusion wall toward the end of the level. Simply walk straight through it.
Thank you very much.
That's quite all right. Next, please.
Hello, Games Master.
Hello, and just what is your particular problem?
Can you please tell me how I can beat my friends at Game Boy Tennis?
Practice the game, young man. Failing that, you can always cheat. When it's your service game, throw the ball high, but instead of striking it truly, step beneath it. If the ball lands on your head, you'll have won the point without raising a sweat. Not terribly sporting, but hugely effective, I can assure you.
Thanks, that's great.
I know. Who's last for the evening?
Hi, Games Master. Could you tell me if there are any special bonus areas on Zool?
Ah, I'm rather pleased you asked this one. For Zool actually includes a special Games Master secret room full of goodies for your consumption. The room is located on the 3rd level of the Sweet World. Simply walk straight into the first right-hand wall that you come across, then you'll meet the rewards.
Thanks a lot.
That's all for tonight's symposium. See you anon.
Some golden bonding moments there, but time is drawing on and we must slot in our final challenge. So it's back to Games Master.
Finally, for tonight, I've opted for an arcade game, which I hope will tickle your fancy. It's called Dragon's Lair 2, and I'd like you to complete the first level of the game and reach the time machine without losing a life. Do watch out for the mother-in-law, an overweight old harridan who would like nothing more than to swat you with her rolling pin. I guarantee the action will be fast and furious, so brace yourselves for a picaresque adventure.
And taking a magical skip down fantasy lane on this challenge is one of the best arcade players we've ever seen. So please welcome from Portsmouth, Dougie Johns. Okay, thank you. Now, Dougie, we've seen you in action. We know you're one of the best players around, but this game is very tough. Can you do it?
Well, yeah, I think with my superbly home games playing skills, I should be able to walk it.
Okay, we've got a very plucky competitor there. If you'd like to step up to the game, Doug, we'll get ready to play. And back for yet more punishment at my side is Tim Boone from CVG. Welcome back, Tim.
Welcome. Hello, Dominic.
Now, Tim, we know this guy's a good player, but this is one of the most difficult arcade games, isn't it?
I would actually say this is probably the most difficult arcade game I've ever seen.
Okay, so what Dougie has to do is escape from the treasure room while evading Daphne's mother-in-law. He only has one life to do it, so it's going to be very, very tough. Are you ready, Doug? Yep. Then off you go. Okay, so off goes Doug. He's approaching the castle. He's got to look out for the flashes.
Watch out for mother-in-law. Here she comes.
Oh, she's a big girl, Tim.
Out the door as fast as you can, because you don't want to mess with her.
She's
and
not
now onto your horse
happy.
and away you go.
Unlike I would if she was following me.
Now then, keep her off your back as long as you can and down off your horse into the castle, and she's trapped.
I wouldn't want her on my back anytime.
Watch the snake. Watch the snake again. I want to go down the chasm, but avoiding the
spider. He's got the spider.
Now the snake. And
oh no, he's going to be quiet. He's made it.
Here comes mother-in-law.
Oh my God, she's not giving up.
She's massive. Now down the rope and now the door again. Watch her. Avoid the cracks.
She's too fat to go through there.
Through the door. Onto that thing. Jump again down the hole.
Oh no, he's going to make it.
Down the hole.
Slip down the hole. Lovely.
Yeah, excellent. Watch the snake.
Oh no, he's got the
snake's tail.
Oh, he's got it.
Jump
Oh
on
dear.
Away. Watch the snake again.
He's up there. The snake's going to get him. No, the snake hasn't got him.
Now.
Oh no, the snake's gone by the tongue.
Into the rib cage. Away.
Oh yes.
Now grab the key. Grab the snake first. Now grab the key.
Oh, he's doing very well so far.
Brilliant game. He's doing fantastic.
Okay, now he's going to get out of here.
Onto the crop. Watch the snake. Watch the snake.
Oh no, he's going to get the snake. The snake's tail. The snake's
Watch
tail.
the
Doug, get the tail. Oh no, and Doug has failed.
He's gone.
Doug strangled by the snake, and his challenge has ended in failure. Round of applause for Doug, everyone. No, thank you. Now, Douglas, what happened? We've seen you before. You're a brilliant player, but it's a very tough game, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. The Don Bluth games you have to be right on there, split-second decisions, and pressure was on and just missed one move.
Okay, well, you've given me personally a lot of pleasure today, Doug. So let's have a round of applause for our gallant challenger, Doug Jones. Thank you, Doug. Cheers. Well, that's it for this week. Join us in 7 days when we'll have Frank Bruno taking on arcade champion Paul Turner at Sonic Blastman. Well, that just whips up my appetite for the catfish and almond bake that's on the menu tonight. So we're off to have a little bit of that, and we'll see you next week. Good night. Now some panty-wetting news for all you lost souls unable to join us on the Games Rig. Channel 4 have granted us shore leave to set up the next best thing, Games Master Live, a 3-day show at the Birmingham NEC in December. You'll be able to terminate your mates on Quasar, the laser video game, or probe the recesses of virtual reality for yourself. We'll have the latest arcade machines for you to fiddle with. I'll be hosting challenges where you'll get the chance to beat the people you see on TV, and best of all, you'll be able to get your hands on all those games you've been perspirating over. Here's all the info you'll need. The dates, December 4th, 5th and 6th. The place, Birmingham NEC. To book, call the NEC box office on 021 780 4133. Do tell them if you're in the Games Master Club, because we've got special deals for all members.